Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chanelle Angelina, and in today's video, I'm sure you guys can already tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my mommy fails. This is actually a tag video. I was tagged here on YouTube by my YouTube bestie, Jillian Starling, and she went ahead and did this video, then tagged me, so I'm so excited to be doing this video. If you guys have not seen Jillian's video, definitely go check hers out. It's hilarious. You guys have to go watch it. I will link her video down in my description box. Make sure you guys go check her out. It's so funny. She went ahead and tagged me, so I thought that I would just come up with some little mom fails that I have had. Of course, no mom is perfect. It might not be funny in the moment when it's happening to you, but looking back on those certain situations, you can kind of sit back and laugh at some of these mommy fails, if you will. I've seen a few other YouTube mamas that I'm friends with actually on here do this tag video, and a lot of them are similar to mine, so it makes me comforted to know that some of the things that have happened to other moms have also happened to me as well. So you're not alone if you think you're doing a horrible job at parenting. As long as you and your baby are healthy and happy and alive, then you're doing just fine. So without further ado, if you guys want to see this mommy fails tag by yours truly, then just keep on watching. So my first mom fail happened, I want to say a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. So Harlow and I were coming home from Target or the grocery store, one of those two. We have an underground parking lot that I park in my apartment building. So I parked and, you know, did the whole shebang, got the stroller out. I was putting all the groceries inside the stroller. I took Harlow out of her car seat and placed her into the stroller, not thinking I guess I didn't strap her in correctly or didn't buckle the little seatbelt on her stroller. So she was able to get out of her stroller. She was standing up, and I didn't even know this. As I was getting the groceries and putting them into the stroller, all of a sudden I just see her like mid-air, and I swear to you guys, it was literally like a slow motion movie. Like I was just like, and then I could just see her, like, all I saw was the back of her head because the stroller was facing me, and then her back was facing me, and I just saw her like in slow motion going back, okay? And she was literally falling back. All of a sudden I stuck my left foot out in front of her, and I swear to you guys, she missed the ground by an inch. My toe, my left big toe saved her. Like, I swear to God, it was right under her head. Like, my toe literally saved her, like, back of her head from smacking and possibly cracking. Oh my God, ugh, I don't even want to say it. Let's just say that I saved her from a really bad fall, and it was really, really scary looking back on it. Not funny at all, and it's not funny looking back on it now, and it was definitely not funny in the moment, but that was a mom fail on my part because I should have made sure that she was strapped in completely in her stroller before I even thought to put the groceries back in. Before I even thought to put the groceries inside of the stroller. So, lesson learned, I always strap her in first to make sure that she's buckled into the stroller before I grab any of the bags or any of the groceries, because that was a friggin' scary situation. Mom fail number 2 is when Harlow was about 5 months old. We were at Target, and it was kind of later in the evening. It was like 8 or 9 p.m. and I had done all my grocery shopping. So we come back out to the car. I put Harlow in her car seat. Then obviously I put all my groceries and everything inside of the car. I shut the trunk closed, and then I walk around to the driver's door, go to open it, and it's completely locked. I tried the back door, it's locked. Every single door was locked. So Harlow's inside of the car. Luckily it was at nighttime, so it was not hot. The weather was perfectly fine. We live in Orange County. We were in Irvine at the time. It was fine temperature wise, but I was freaking out. I started screaming for help. I was crying. I literally had no idea what to do. I didn't have my purse. My purse was in the car. All I had was thank God I had my phone. Called 911. The lady stayed on the phone with me the whole time, and she was like, is your baby breathing? Can you see through the window? Yada yada. I was like, yes, she's breathing. She's crying. Harlow was screaming for me the whole time. It was a disaster. Then all of a sudden I see a huge fire truck come up, and they're driving around the parking lot trying to find me. Finally, I'm like waving my arms, and then they see me. I parked all the way in the back, of course. The freaking whole Irvine fire department is there. There's literally like 10 firefighters. They all get out, and they're like, it's okay, ma'am, like everything's gonna be okay. Get like a crowbar or something, I don't know, and they get the door open. And then one of the firemen are like, what happened to her eye? Is that a black eye? And I'm like, oh my God. So now they freaking think that I beat Harlow on top of locking her in the car. I'm like, no, it's just a birthmark. Long story short, we got her out. The fire department came right away. It was within like 2 or 3 minutes. So that was really good, but it was just a really scary situation at the time. Looking back on it now, it's kind of a little bit funny. So mom fail number 3. So it had been a few months since Harlow had come home from the NICU. So she was probably about 6 or 7, maybe 8 months old at this time. I don't know where we were going. I don't remember. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that I had put Harlow in her car seat, and we went to our destination, got there. I go to open the door and notice that I did not put on her seatbelt. And I literally felt like the worst parent in the entire world for driving, first of all, a friggin' 1,000-pound machine without buckling my own child into safety. Like, I felt so terrible and so bad, but looking back on it now, I see this video, this tag video, and I know that there's other moms out there who have done that before, and I don't feel as bad, but I still felt really, really bad at the time. I still kind of feel guilty about it, but yeah, that was my mom fail number 3. I forgot to freaking buckle Harlow into her car seat. So, future Harlow, I'm so sorry for that, but I promise you it has never happened again since. So, okay, my mom fail number 4. Okay, I don't remember how old Harlow was, but Adam and I were still together, and we had just gone to the zoo, and then after the zoo we went to like this little cafe in Orange, and it's like this little vegan cafe. I can't remember the name of it, but we were sitting down and they have food there and coffee and yada yada, all that good stuff. So we had just, you know, ordered our food and everything like that, and I was still breastfeeding Harlow. So at the time, you know, I was breastfeeding her, and then him and I were like talking. Obviously, we're at a restaurant eating my food. I got like I think I got like a vegan like sandwich or something like that. But anyways, I'm like eating my sandwich, and then by the end of the meal I look down at Harlow, and she's like knocked out, passed out asleep off of breast milk, obviously, and there's literally mushrooms all over her face, like just covered with mushrooms, like from my sandwich, from me just like spilling mushrooms on her head as I'm eating, and she's feeding, and she's literally just like passed out asleep. But it was hilarious just seeing her face like covered with mushrooms. It was the funniest thing. Mom fail number 5. My grandma lives in an old folks home, so basically they take care of her, they do everything for her over there, and there's a bunch of old people that she lives with. If you guys are not familiar with what an old folks home is, it's a retirement home. But yeah, she has Alzheimer's and dementia. So anyways, Harlow, I took Harlow to go visit my grandma one day. I'm letting, you know, my grandma see Harlow, and she's so happy to see her, so excited. And then she's like this, like she wants to hold her. So, you know, it's my grandma, so I'm just like, okay, sure, grandma, here you go. And my grandma, like I said, she has dementia and Alzheimer's, so she can't remember to talk. She doesn't know like what's going on. She's like she's here in the physical form, but as far as mentally, she is not really here. She is holding Harlow, and she gets really, really excited, and all of a sudden Harlow's like, they're really close, face to face, and Harlow like puts her finger up to my grandma's mouth, and then my grandma just goes and just like takes a big bite out of Harlow's finger. And that was a total mom fail on my part, because I should have known like not to let my grandma hold Harlow, because she has dementia and Alzheimer's. She has these outbursts and these like, you know, temper tantrums and all this stuff. And she probably just thought that she wasn't doing it in a malicious way or anything. It was kind of just like her finger was right there, so she didn't know what else to do, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in her mind right now. Harlow just starts bawling her eyes out. I felt so bad. We ended up taking Harlow to the hospital just to make sure that there was no infection in her finger. Her finger was fine. It barely pierced the skin. Like it was bleeding for maybe like, I don't know, a minute, and that was it. It was fine. But yeah, we took her to the hospital. Everything was fine, normal, looked good. She didn't need like a tetanus shot or anything like that. So that was my mom fail on my part, because I should have been more careful with my grandma holding my baby. Okay, so mom fail, I don't even know what number this is anymore, but here's another mom fail for you guys. So I definitely put this in a vlog previously. I don't remember which one, but occasionally, like some days I will take off her diaper so that way she can just air out and just kind of like be free for like an hour or so. So anyways, I'm, you know, doing my little chores around the house and stuff like that, cleaning, whatever, and she has her diaper off. I go into the bathroom and there's literally shit all over the floor, just like in a pile. She literally shit on the floor like a little puppy dog, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, no you didn't. She just shit everywhere, and it was just so much. And I immediately had to put her in the bath after that and like wash her, clean her. It was a mess. So my last and final mom fail. So we were at Adam's house. I was in Harlow's room with her, and we were co-sleeping in this little twin bed that he has in there for, you know, me, or just like also a guest room. So there's a twin bed inside of that room, inside of Harlow's room. So we have her crib and then a twin bed. So anyways, Harlow and I were laying down. She was facing the wall and I was on the outside of the bed. Well, there's this little tiny little gap that is in between the headboard and the windowsill. So in the middle of the night, all of a sudden I just hear this brrr, boom, 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 and like I hear Harlow screaming and crying. She's upside down in the corner of the bed, and that little like open area literally fell in that corner mid-sleep. Her feet are up in the air. She's down in the corner, and meanwhile it's pitch black. I can't see anything. She has blackout curtains in that room. Literally, you know when you first wake up and you don't have the strength to like grasp something, like it's like really hard for you to grasp stuff when you first wake up. Anyways, I'm trying to grab her up out of the corner by her feet, and she's just screaming and crying, and I felt so bad I couldn't get her out. And then Adam comes in the room. He's like, what the heck is going on? It was a total mom fail on my part, because I should have made sure that the bed was pushed all the way up against the windowsill. But yeah, that was my last and final mom fail. Thank you so much, Jillian, for tagging me in this video. I had so much fun filming this for you guys, and now I'm gonna go ahead and tag 3 mamas to do this video. The first person that I tag is Liberosi. She is in Sweden. She is the sweetest mama ever. You guys definitely have to go check her out. We'll link all of their channels down in the description box, but Lee, I tag you to do this video. The second mama I tag is Boss Mom Realtor, aka Mary Barfield. I definitely want to know some of your mom fails, because girl, you seem like you have it all together, and I think it would be hilarious if you filmed this video. Last and final mama that I tag is Natalie Renner. Girl, I have to know what your mom fails are. I cannot wait to see your video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would honestly mean the world to me if you did. Make sure your bell notification is turned on, that way you guys don't miss out on any future videos. And subscribe, like, comments. What are some of your mom fails? Leave them in the comments down below. I would love to know. That way we just don't feel left out, and motherhood is hard, let's face it. Let's just all laugh at our mistakes, and we're all doing the best that we can, so that's all we can do. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.